Today we're playing a game about chopping wood. So we have our little guy over here and he walks around and chops trees for us. Right now he's doing about 2 damage per swing, which means it takes him about 5 hits to chop a tree. And every time he chops a tree we get 1 gold, which we can use towards upgrades. We just unlocked 2 more upgrades, Trader and Books. Trader increases base gold gain, and Books increase base XP gained. But I think for now we're just gonna keep getting a sharper axe so that we chop these trees a bit faster. And I guess we'll use our extra money to put into Trader. And in the top left, every time we chop a tree, I guess we get some XP. And we can choose what we want our XP to go towards. We actually spawn trees faster than our little guy can cut them down. So we can actually equip a red cap for our little lumberjack. And we can get a few more upgrades. So I'm gonna try to get a bit more gold every time we cut a tree. Now we're at 3.65 or 66 damage. So we're 3-shotting the trees, and each tree gives us around $2. I think one more upgrade and we should just be able to 2-shot the trees. Yep, we can now afford the upgrade, and I think, yeah, our guy's doing 5 damage, so now we 2-shot all trees that are spawned. And we got a new upgrade that we can get, which decreases the spawn cooldown, but I think we should be fine for now, because our guy still takes a while to chop down the trees and bring them back. But I guess we can upgrade our gold gained and increase the XP we gain, because we want to start making a lot of money. We got another upgrade, which is tree spread, where we can spawn multiple trees, I assume, when we click. But I think quick spawn's going to be a little bit better. I think we can swap from the increased gold gain back to increased XP every time we kill a tree. And we're just going to keep increasing our money. Oh, we got an upgrade, so now we can choose to increase damage, but I don't think we need that right now because we're going to be stuck 2-shotting trees for a while. I'm going to try to save up for the quick spawn so we can get a bit more trees spawned in at once. Oh, I kind of got carried away and now we have $65. So I guess we'll get quick spawn and upgrade our axe and a bit more XP. I can't really tell the difference, but I assume we can spawn trees a little bit faster than we could before. We're starting to do 6.7 damage. Hopefully in the future we can do 67 damage. Anyways, we'll just keep increasing the gold gained, and I guess we can start upgrading our strength, because I think in a bit we'll be able to just start one-shotting these trees, which would be really nice. And I wonder what this planter upgrade is. I assume that means we're gonna get better trees, or someone is gonna come plant trees for us, which would be nice. We're at 8.43 XP. Oh, we have walking speed. I think this would help us a lot, but I think we want to get 10 damage. Okay, now we start one-shotting trees, so I guess we'll increase our walking speed because that's kind of what's slowing us down right now. And we'll keep increasing the money we gain so that we start making trillions of dollars. I'm gonna try to save up for the tree abilities more, because I want to try to fill up this whole island with trees with our little lumberjack working more than he needs to. I hope he's getting paid for each tree he cuts down. Unless that's us, then we are getting paid. But I don't think that is us because we are spawning the trees and not cutting them. But now we're getting around 10 XP from each tree and 17 gold, which is 17 times what we started with. So we're slowly compounding and making a lot more money. And it's getting to the point where our guy actually cuts the trees faster than we can grow them. So we're gonna have to buy the planter upgrade and see what that does. We just have a new guy now, and I don't know what he does. He's just standing there. Oh, he's planting trees for us. Okay, so we do have an automatic planter that's gonna do stuff for us when we go AFK. And I guess we're gonna increase our charisma so we start making more money and keep upgrading our trader. Now that we're kind of just farming and one-shotting trees, I'm gonna save up for this tree quality upgrade, which is probably gonna give us better trees, and then we'll have a reason to upgrade our axe and strength. And with this tree, I think we should be able to afford it. Yep. And now we should be getting, ooh, we got different triangle shaped trees. And are all our trees just gonna be triangles now? I think so. These trees have 40 health. So they're gonna be a bit harder to chop down, but they do give us 3 times as much money. So it was probably worth it. And we can get an increase to our chopping speed, which we might want. We're kind of back at that point where we're spawning too many trees for our lumberjack to catch up. So we're gonna start wanting to get more strength upgrades and increasing the sharpness of our axe. Now our axe does 16 damage, so we should 3-shot the trees instead of 4-shot. That's gonna help us a bunch with progression. Looking at these other tabs, there are actually 16 different tiers of trees that we're gonna try to chop down today. So let's try to get to the next tree quality tier. We're actually gonna put our upgrades back on wisdom so that we can increase the other stats a bit faster. Because we have our strength at 25 while our wisdom's lacking behind. Now that we have our wisdom at around 40, I'm just gonna start increasing our agility now so that we chop these trees a bit faster. And we're actually 2-shotting the trees now that we do 25 damage. 28 damage now. But you can't really see the difference from the agility, but it's there. It's 20% right now, but the more we level up, the more we're gonna see that difference. And I think we're gonna start saving up for more sharpness because we want to start one-shotting these trees and maybe get a bit more money per tree. We've been chopping trees so long that we now have a dexterity upgrade that we can get, which increases our critical hit chance. But I think we're just gonna increase our charisma and get a lot more gold every time we chop a tree. We're now gaining like $250 per tree we chop. These are some pretty expensive trees. I assume they're Christmas trees by the way they're shaped, but who knows? They don't really have lights on them or anything. I don't really know a lot about trees or the different types of trees, but I do know that some trees don't shed their leaves. Shedding? I don't know what you call it when trees have their leaves fall off them. I think it's shedding. We've gotten to the point where we're making $300 per tree we sell, and we're making a lot of money, so I think we'll increase the sharpness of our axe because our guy cannot catch up yet. He's starting to one-shot the trees though, which is a good thing. And I think we'll just keep increasing the speed because how slow he's walking is what's limiting us right now. Well, he's not really walking, he's kind of waddling around. But yeah, he's almost catching up. It's almost to the point where he's farming the trees as fast as we can spawn them, but he's just not there yet. But we are making a lot of money, and I do just want to keep upgrading our wisdom so that when we do want to upgrade the other stats, it's a bigger XP bonus per tree we get. We're getting around 250 XP, but I actually didn't notice we got 2 new upgrades that we can get. One is the sorcerer, and another is a big wand, and I assume the big wand upgrade is for the sorcerer. And we're also at the point where the lumberjack is struggling, or not struggling, he's doing the opposite of struggling. He's doing too good. He's chopping the trees too fast, so I guess we'll get another quick spawn upgrade. So now if we check the stats, our spawn cooldown is 3.5 seconds when it was 4 before. And now that we have our wisdom at 77%, I guess we'll get more charisma. So we make a lot more money. And we'll get another tree spread and another planter. So I assume this guy plants a bit faster than he was doing. We're at the point where we're making $1,000 from a single tree, which is really nice. Which means we're getting these upgrades really fast, and I'm just prioritizing the money upgrades. So right now we're gaining $650. And I guess we'll save up for the tree quality upgrade because we're starting to one-shot the trees. Now we can afford the tree quality upgrade, so the new trees are birch trees, I assume, because this is what they look like in Minecraft, like white and black spots. But I want to know how much money each of these trees give. I guess we'll see now. Wow, these trees have a lot of health. They have around 200 health, I think. And I forgot to look at how much money they give us. But I guess we'll spawn a sorcerer. And we have this wizard guy. I wonder what he does. Yeah, each of these trees give us 2,300. So we're getting these upgrades really fast. And we have a chance to hit multiple trees. I think that's going to be better. Oh, the sorcerer just did something. He buffed this tree, making it green. And I assume that's going to give us more money. But I think this mastery upgrade is going to be really nice if we start hitting multiple trees at once. But I guess we're going to have to get more trees to do that. And I think the sorcerer puts different enchants on the trees. Because this one's blue. I wonder how much this is going to give us. An enchanted tree gives us 3 times the normal money, so I guess enchanted trees are the way to go. And we'll just sharpen our axes and just try to get all the upgrades we can. Now I have our main 3 upgrades to level 100, and now we're doing 122 damage to the trees, which I think we're almost getting close to one-shotting the trees. Guess if we spend all our money, we might one-shot the trees now. Maybe not. I think we still need a bit more strength upgrades. I think the trees have around 200 HP at this level. Oh, we're at the point where we are one-shotting the trees now with 187 damage, so I guess they didn't have 200. But now we're back at the point where we're kind of struggling to spawn enough trees. So I guess we'll get all the tree spawning upgrades. I think we're at the point where we should just start saving for another tree quality upgrade, because we're kind of just one-shotting these trees and kind of at a standstill. I think with this tree, yep, we should be able to afford another tree quality upgrade, which gives us palm trees. Okay, wonder how much this is going to give us. A palm tree has around, I think, 1,000 HP. And they give us $22,000, so that's a major increase. We just upgrade our base gold gain. Should be making a lot of money. Now that we have the palm trees, I'm just gonna start grinding, and I'll be back in like 10 minutes. So we might have made a mistake by going AFK too long, and now our whole island is covered in trees. I think this should be an easy fix if we just upgrade our strength a bit and start one-shotting these trees. We'll start making a lot more money. And I guess we'll try to upgrade our sorcerer so he upgrades all of these trees. Give him more upgrades and just increase the XP and gold we gain. And we'll see how much money we make from all these trees. Okay, with a few upgrades, we're at the point where we're basically one-shotting all the trees. Sometimes we're not, I don't know why, but for the most part, we are one-shotting the trees. Okay, so with this final sharpness upgrade, we should just be one-shotting trees now. Yep. And I think it's time for us to save up for the next stage of trees and progress to tier 5 out of 16. I just saw this new upgrade, which is discounts, and we might just get that after we get the tree quality, because that's gonna lower the cost of everything, and that might just be a bit nicer. And now we can get the new type of trees, which are big bushy trees, I guess. They look more like dark oak trees from Minecraft. And they have, I can't really tell, I think 4,000 health? Yeah, around 4,000 health, but they give us a lot more money than the old trees. They give around 350,000, so I guess we'll just grind these trees. I'm gonna go get something to eat, and we'll come back and see how much money we've made. Okay, I'm back, and we have $100 million, so first get our discounts, and we'll just spam some upgrades. And all our money is already gone. But we do have 324 levels of wisdom, which now we can put into strength. And we're instantly gaining a lot of XP levels. And all of our trees are upgraded by the wizard because of how long it takes us to chop them down. So now I guess we're just waiting for a guy to chop the trees and afford the next tree quality upgrade, which we actually could have afforded, but we did not. Now we can afford the tree quality upgrade. And oh my god, the red trees give us 96 million. So I wonder how much they give us with the new type of trees. New type of trees are red trees, so if they get the red upgrade on them, then that's going to be a lot of money. Now we've gotten to the point where there are no more tier 5 trees, or yeah, tier 5 trees anymore, and now we just have tier 6 trees. So I think the strategy is I increase the sorcerer instead of going for tree quality, because the sorcerer upgrades make the trees worth so much more money. And I just upgraded the dexterity and the mastery, which I probably should have done a while ago, because now I'm killing trees a lot faster. Doing 5,200 on a crit. And I crit every like 2 swings-ish. So hopefully we get to the point where we start one-shotting these trees and we get a lot more upgrades. And I guess I'll see you when we get another tree quality upgrade. Now we're at the point where we're actually giving a fighting chance against these trees, and we're not able to just spawn a bunch of trees and overflow this island. And I guess we'll try to get our wisdom to level 500 and hopefully get the next tree upgrade. We're at the point where we're making billions of dollars. So we're kind of at a standstill because we're not progressing very fast and nothing's really happening. Our sorcerer is slow, our lumberjack's slow, and we're not doing as much damage as we want to be doing. So I guess we're just forced to sit here and collect a lot of upgrades. We've gotten our first red tree, and hopefully this gives us a lot of money. I'm gonna keep getting gold upgrades so that when we do eventually get this tree, it gives us as much money as we can. So I'm gonna stop planting trees so that our guy eventually goes to this final red tree. And we'll see how much money this tree gives us. with that red trees money, we're finally able to afford the tree quality upgrade, which gives us these weird K-shaped trees or Y-shaped trees that have a lot of HP but give us 1.2 billion per tree that we cut down. So that was a very good upgrade. But they do take a lot to chop down, or they give us around 400 million. With that, we'll end the video, and let me know if you would like to see more of this game and want me to get all the way to tier 16 and find out what the last tree looks like.